Yeah, buddy. Y'all were tuned in to Hating Season.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Icon. We here on 910 Sports. Base 910 Sports podcast show. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened on the volume part on that coming in, but I'm gonna get that fixed. But anyway, I want to thank God for this opportunity to be able to come on here once again and be able to have this opportunity. So basically this is what you call this is season 3, episode 1. So, we've been going at this thing now when sports going on about almost 4 years now, and 4 years. So, but we're gonna start season episode 1, just like we did with 95 South Podcast, to help us out moving forward. So anyway, let me introduce right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Mama's favorite host, Barry White Jr. The next voiceover in movies and television and film and yards. You know what I'm saying? Mr. PR himself. You know what I'm saying? Jacob the Great. What's going on?
What's happening, fam? What's happening, fam? Glad to be in the land of the living. Get a chance and a choice another day to get it all the way right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? So basically, man, get this thing popping. And, what's the first topic of the night?
The first topic of the night is, what are your predictions of who would be in the NBA championship?
Okay. So, I would say, from what me looking at it right now, and I know this gonna sound crazy, and I know that they've been dealing with this for years. So it's always kind of hard to predict right now, but they've been balling out. They've been holding up. That's the Clippers. They've been holding up all year long, as far as their health wise, the cohesive unit. The Clippers have always had a deep team over the years. They just can't stay healthy. And at the same time, they have one of the better coaches. So on that side of the ball, because when I look at the West, you got Minnesota, you got Sacramento, you got the Thunder, you got Denver, you even got Phoenix kind of out there. The Lakers, I don't know what to take from the Lakers. Like, they too up and down to me. You know what I mean? They'll go win a few games in a row, and then they'll lose a two they shouldn't lose. So I can't really take them seriously now. And the thing about with somebody like Sacramento, they've been there last year, had that experience against Golden State. So maybe the experience, even though they kind of at the bottom of the standings as far as like I think they might be about the not the, might be about a seed. So that experience may help them out, move them through a series, through the playoffs. The Thunder and Minnesota, I can't really trust, or I don't really like Minnesota all the way together because one, I just don't. I think to get to the playoffs, you have to have a certain instinct and you have to have a certain level of heart about you. I don't think Thunder has players. You know what I'm saying? I think if they would have still had like I know it's gonna sound, but I had like a Patrick Beverly. He may not be the best player in the world, but he has a lot of heart. And I think when they had him, they showed a lot more a lot more like, that dog in them. And I like Anthony Edwards, but you look at somebody like Cat and you look at Rudy Gobert, both of them like soft to be big men. So I don't know how to take Minnesota. I know they the first place, but we see Toronto, they was first place every year, and LeBron to come in and bust their ass like it wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? We seen Atlanta Hawks number 1 seed, and LeBron came in there. And so I don't just because you're a number 1 seed don't make, in the regular season don't make me take you seriously, because I've always said that A lot of teams gonna win more games in the regular season because they playing harder than everybody else. The older teams gonna kind of pace themselves because they are older teams. Then when they get to the playoffs, it's a whole different situation. So, but if you gave me a team right now, I just feel like the Clippers may be due, and I want to see Russell Westbrook at least get to the finals. And you take the East side, on the conference side. Um, Even though I picked Boston several times in the past, and they always disappoint, but I feel like, and I was telling your man the other night that was on the show, I said the thing about them is the key to the Boston Celtics getting to the finals is not Tatum, it's not Brown, it's Drew Holiday. If Drew Holiday can get in the playoffs and he can he can shut down a Brunson, go against Cleveland, he can shut down like a Donovan Mitchell or somebody like that. So the way he plays deep and who he has to guard in the playoffs is going to be a big difference, especially if he can kind of slow the other superstar down at any point during the playoffs. Now, I will say this: if Joel Embiid comes back in time, Philly going to be hard to beat. I'm just going to say that. I don't trust Milwaukee because I don't like Doc Rivers. I haven't liked Doc Rivers as a coach for years. I don't trust him. He came in excuses as soon as he got the job. So I don't trust Doc Rivers as far as I can throw him. And the Knicks, I just think other than Jalen Brunson, the Knicks don't have enough star power to me to get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been a big fan of Tom Thibodeau. So I'm going to say the Celtics and the Clippers right now in the finals.
Clippers.
Yep.
I ain't big on them. I ain't never been big on them. They always disappoint. You know what I mean? But I do think that they have enough firepower to get there. They actually got enough firepower to really run through the Western Conference Final, and but will they do it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If they can stay healthy, they have a great chance. But I'm not gonna really. I don't like them, bro. But when once they come together and start playing in unison, Denver hard to beat, man.
Mm-hmm.
For real. They really hard to beat. They the most boring team to watch. I just feel like I'm watching the Utah Jazz with John Stockton and Karl Malone, Danny Ainge, and Jeff Hornacek, I just feel like they the new Utah Jazz. That's who
Mm-hmm.
I compare them to. If you put them in the '90s, we'll look at the Utah Jazz. It'll be two teams that look like the Utah Jazz. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They're boring. But as far as the East, um, Milwaukee, it's a hit or miss. But do I think that they can? I think they can. I think they can. If they was to play Boston, I don't think Drew Holiday can slow Dame Leonard down. I don't think he can do that. When Dame get going, I don't think he can slow Dame down. And Milwaukee got some pieces. Like I was watching the game today, man. Lopez is like a great addition, bro. Like man, like he really played D. You know what I mean? Like old school D. Like you ain't gonna just come down there and bogart him. You know what I'm saying? And he rebound. The the interior defensive rebound and interior offensive rebound is needed. And a lot of teams don't have that today. And so I'm gonna say either Boston or Milwaukee. I wouldn't be upset if it was either one of them. And for the West Coast, I'm gonna say the Clippers are either Denver.
So you don't trust the Clippers, but you've been there possibly over Denver.
Yeah, I don't trust them, but if they play in unison, they hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? They really hard to beat, and they got a really coach that's got a mind that's man. He got high IQ. You know what I'm saying? Really, really high IQ. Um, but I just think that, man, the only one on the only one on that team that is gonna always play hard, get everything he got, and and he's not a client of load management. The rest of them are clients of load management. Load management has been their best friend in the past, but this year we haven't seen that. But I just I just don't know when Kawhi gonna get in his feelings and say, "Oh, my knee's so tired," or "I broke my thumb," "I broke my nail," or the hairs on my arm hurt. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I just think this year with Kawhi Leonard, I just think that I think he feel like I think if he like has one of these phantom injuries, it's gonna look bad on him. It's gonna look real bad on him because
Uh-huh.
like they've been balling ever like after the first month of the season, they've been straight balling. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's like at this point, if y'all don't get to the finals, at least to the Western Conference finals, can't put it on nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like, the other two came in and conformed to the team. Russell Westbrook took a bench role. James Harden, he been doing enough to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to be able to contribute. And y'all not asking the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of time these situations, they asking, they ask James Harden to pass to be the guy. This the first year he not really asked to be the guy. So I feel like, they can actually, if they can stay, the biggest thing with the Clippers is they stay healthy. That's really what it boiled down to. It's always boiled down to the help of the Clippers. They've been deep ever since. Like, I've never, you know what, the Clippers is like the Eagles or the 49ers. They find a way to get all these, like, pretty good players, like, on the cheap. And it'd be like, how y'all end up getting all these players when everybody's struggling? Got
Uh-huh.
like y'all go 10, 12 deep, like back in the 90s. Go 12, nothing, or like, you know what I'm saying? Or even the Bonzi Wells and the Rosh Wallace Blazers. Like, it's crazy how they can always just go 12 deep. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just reference them to Bonzi Wells and Rasheed Wallace? Oh man, boy,
That
I ain't heard nobody say those two names in a while. But when they was on, they was on.
yeah. When they had, and even, yeah, they had Rosh, they had Bonzi, they had Pippen, they had who else they had? Man, they were so deep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did,
Jermaine O'Neal was there too.
huh?
Jermaine O'Neal was there too.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how did this team finals? This team was at least 10, at least. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, like, so I just think really that's what it's going. And like I said, with Milwaukee, I get what you're saying with Dame and the whole thing. Giannis gonna give 100%. He gonna give you 35 and 15 every night, whatever. I just don't trust Doc Rivers in crucial moments when it's time for them to make a play, to make the right play, make the right moves. Like you take time. Tyronn Lue is not. Let's just say James Harden is having a bad game, or Russell Westbrook. He ain't make no bones about it. He'll bench him. He'll put him on the bench and play whoever got the hot hand. Doc Rivers is gonna ride it out no matter what's going on. He don't make no adjustments. He just go with what it is. Whatever happens at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he always get himself in trouble and don't win when he's supposed to win. Because he just go with the flow of a series and let whatever happen. And at the end of the series, then he want to make all kind of excuses why. You know what I'm
But
saying?
another thing about Milwaukee, man, and I'm gonna say this, man. Giannis such a diva because that other Coach Griffin, really wanted to put his brother on the chopping block. He went to the GM, he went to the people in the front office, was crying and stuff, and you know, uh, he read, he threatened to get back on the cheetah and go back to Africa, and shit, man, man, Brazil, Africa, wherever he from, bro,
Go back to Africa. Yeah.
yeah, man, like he just was crying, man. I thought he was gonna start throwing spears in the NBA arena, like
And I think
like.
podcast. Now I was watching TikTok a few minutes ago, and I said, "Well, this is a podcast." I'm like, "Oh my god, this is getting worse and worse." But
Man, don't nobody know who his brother is, bro. Don't know ain't nobody ever seen you make a layup. They never seen you throw a pass. Only thing they ever see you is root him on the sideline with your green pom poms.
he get up almost every time he make a play, he jumping up. Bro, y'all not like in the 5th grade no more. You not his mama. You don't got to jump up every time your brother. It's like, this is ridiculous. But did you see JJ Redick go in on Doc Rivers?
No, I didn't see. Oh, yeah, and I seen Doc Rivers' son respond too.
Oh, I ain't see that part. What'd he say?
Yeah, he said, man, JJ, let's be honest. The best times of your career is when my dad coached you. Let's look it up.
Okay,
let's put up the stats.
Okay, I understand coming for but coming at his dad's defense. But if you listen what JJ Redick said, he never said that Doc Rivers wasn't a good coach. That's not what he said. What he said was Doc Rivers never takes responsibility for when his team doesn't succeed or whatever. He always has these built-in excuses when his team loses.
Did you say built-in excuses like he just got an excuse waiting?
That's what I feel like. Cause think about it. When he first got to Milwaukee, what's the first thing he said? Play coach the game. Boy, I should have waited till after the All-Star game because we got a 10-game stretch coming up that's real hard, and I should have just waited to put the team together. Before I did this. First of all, Negro, you getting paid all $1,000,000. You knew what you was getting into. You know the expectations of they expect you to do. It brought you in for one a title. So you can't have excuses before you even coach a game. That's why I said a built-in excuse. Because he had a built-in excuse, walked in the door. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I said what I said.
And then, Austin, I understand, man, that you played in the NBA. But I do understand that nobody respects you when you played. You wasn't that guy on either team you played on. You was just a glorified role player that maybe can hit 3 or 4 baskets. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that's your dad, man, but to have a team like he had with Garnett and all those guys, and you didn't win 3, 4 championships, something is wrong with that picture. If you had a gay Pop that team, Phil Jackson that team, George Karl that team, Chuck Daly that team, but it's a few coaches have Jerry Sloan that team, like they would have won, bro. And the only reason why Jerry Sloan ain't win multiple championships because they never had an answer for Jordan. But if Jordan wasn't in the lead at that time, Utah probably would have won by 2 or 3 championships easily.
Yeah, maybe, because they had a chance when Jordan left and Houston took over them 2 years. So they had their chance. You know what I mean? Yeah. Utah really problem to me was once you got past Stockton and maybe 1 or 2 other players, they really just didn't have enough scoring or enough that can back like the Bulls or whatever. Like they just, to me, just felt like they just always was that one player short when they went against the Bulls when the rubber hit the road.
And they didn't have a bench, man. Like they didn't have any people that could come off the bench. Like we can reference Detroit had a good starting 5, but you had Vinny Microwave Johnson come off the bench and light you up for 25 easily.
That's just like Kukoc off for the Bulls.
Right.
Kukoc could light you up for 25 in a game. You know what I'm saying with the Bulls. So that's why I felt like Utah never just had that extra person they could bring off the bench, come in and give them points. Most of they play all or utility type guys. They wasn't like players you could be like, oh yeah, off the bench, we got a 50. He might light us up for 20. And so,
right,
that was enough with that Utah team.
Yeah. So, but we gonna see, man. So we gonna see if the Clippers get over that hump. I would love to see Russell Westbrook. You know, because I used to defend Westbrook when people jump on his head when he played with the Lakers. I said, it ain't Westbrook, bro. It ain't Westbrook. Trust and believe that, bro. They try to put him in a role that he didn't want to be in, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, man, you can't ask him to do this, that, other, and third. You should have been asking Anthony Davis to do. Anthony Davis supposed to be second in command.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, this don't even look like the same Westbrook that played with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a totally different person.
Well, because I feel like the Clippers, Tyronn Lue kind of probably sat him down and gave him like, this is what we expect of you. This is exactly what we need from you. Based on, I don't think the Lakers was too scared to like tell him, we don't need you doing all this. We need you doing this over here. So he got to the Lakers just trying to go crazy. And then plus he at home, you know, he back in his hometown, and he want to prove that you can get it done. You playing against another player that's ball dominant like you ball dominant. So it didn't make any sense anyway. When they first did it, I still didn't make any sense. You got LeBron that's ball dominant, then you got him that's ball dominant. It doesn't make any sense. Like, LeBron don't need another ball handler that needs the ball that much. He needs another. He needs another playmaker, but he needs a playmaker that can basically like come off the bench and maybe give you some stuff like, or be like a Chris Paul type, where basically he understands my first thing is to pass the ball, not to shoot. Like Russell Westbrook's first mindset is to shoot and attack the basket. His first mindset ain't to come down, set everybody up, get the best play. His best play is me driving to the basket. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't gonna never work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. I said this doesn't make, I didn't like the idea when it first happened. And it really wasn't about Westbrook. It was more about, I know how I've been watching LeBron for too long to understand this is not going to work, because LeBron is the system, and the system is set up a certain way for him to be able to succeed. You know what I'm saying? And it's not with a Westbrook. He has to have more of a shooter around him, or somebody who understands, I'm here to get everybody set up. And like we had Rondo. Rondo understood, I'm a playmaker. I'm here to get everybody set up. So even when LeBron is on the court, I know where he likes the ball, where you know, stuff like that. So that's why when they had Rondo, it made sense, because Rondo understood his role. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I see Rondo somewhere coaching right now, though.
Yeah. I knew done after last year, because he wasn't even.
Yeah, but I mean, he played in leagues 17, 18 years, man.
Oh yeah. He had a real, like, to me, if so many players get put in the Hall of Fame, Rondo should be in the Hall of Fame. Because some of these other players get put in the Hall of Fame, I'm like, if they gonna put them in the Hall of Fame, they might as well put him in there. You know what I'm saying?
So me and a cousin of mine have this debate all the time, right? So he believes that Robert Horry needs to be in the Hall of Fame. And listen to me, Alcon. Listen to me really, really good, man. And I told him, if Robert Horry should be in the Hall of Fame, then you should put me in there.
Well, hell, you got to put Steve Kerr in there. You put Steve Kerr in the Hall of Fame? He got more championships than everybody other than Bill Russell. So nobody got more titles than Steve Kerr. Than him and Robert Horry, I think, got the same amount of titles. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about player-wise? You talking about player and coach-wise?
I think Steve Kerr, how many championships he got?
Robert got 7.
I think Steve Kerr got, well, I know he got, well, if you're going to do it like that, then hell, you definitely got to put in the Hall of Fame if you're going to say play. Well, he definitely going in as a coach. We already know that. But player-wise, I think he got 5. Well, he might not have more than Jordan, but I think he got 5 player-wise, I want to say.
Yeah, he got 3 with Mike and 2 with San Antonio.
Yeah, so I think so he got 5. Yeah, I think he got 5. Yeah, 5 player-wise. Robert Horry got 7.
Yeah,
player-wise.
But you know, I understand, man. But when I look up his stats, he ain't even average 14 points for his whole career, bro. 5 points on one season, 7 points the next season. I said, get out of here, bro. Yeah. I said, man, a soccer player average more points than Robert Horry. Man, get your ass out of here, man.
Yep. I don't even think he got a double-digit scoring career.
No, man. He's like, man, you can't do big shot Bob like that. I said, yeah, man. Listen, man, right place at the right time. They kicked the ball out to him because they know he's a pretty good 3-point shooter, and he nailed him. I ain't saying nothing wrong with that. But you talking about put him in the Hall of Fame? I mean, maybe he might be in the basketball Hall of Fame because he used to get off in college. You know what I mean? I've seen some of them. Yeah, he used to get off in college. But NBA Hall of Fame, man, yeah, he played for a very, very long time because he was a great role player. You know what I mean?
Separate. They need the NBA needs to separate NBA Hall of Fame and College Hall of Fame. They need to separate it because it blurs the lines when you say, okay, such and such had a great because if you automatically say a player automatically had a great college career, but then they go in the NBA and have maybe a decent NBA career, like okay, because think about it, let's just say Tyler Hansbrough would have played you could put him in the Hall of Fame because his college career is probably one of the best of all time. You know what I'm saying? If a college career, you know what I mean? You can't dispute that. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna put Christian Laettner in the Hall of Fame?
Exactly. Christian Laettner was considered at least top 2, probably top 3, top 4 greatest college player of all time. Like easily, like behind. Well, we know like is number 1, Kareem. I think Bill Walton is up there. Then you got Christian Laettner. You know what I'm saying? Christian Laettner is probably 3 or 4. It easily in the top 5 college players of all time. You ain't gonna put him. You gonna put him like you said. You gonna put him in the Hall of Fame?
I told my cousin. I said, man, you can't really tell me that if you say Robert Oryzar be in the Hall of Fame, bro, and Stephon Marbury ain't in the Hall of Fame, man, you crazy, man. What?
Exactly.
Yeah, because Stephon got off, man.
Exactly. So, like I said, like NBA, they need to separate the two. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that they take both careers, take the college career, NBA career, and then they kind of like, okay, we're gonna put them in the Hall of Fame. And see, to me, I've never been a fan of Yao Ming being in the Hall of Fame. Like Yao Ming was hurt most of his career, and because he pretty much won that kind of put the international NBA player on the map is why he really is in the Hall of Fame. Like, yeah, we've had other players come from overseas, but Yao Ming was the biggest star at that time, came from overseas, that kind of he had some dominant years, but to me, I don't think it was Hall of Fame dominant. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they took his international years and put it in and voted on all that too. I don't know how they voted on him being in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well. All right, well, we're going to move on. So, it's been a question posed. So, the Cheryl Swoops and Caitlin Clark thing. So, she has surpassed Cheryl and everything in college.
Mm-hmm.
Rebounds, points, assists. And some people saying that, well, she's probably going to be considered the greatest college player ever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When it comes to women's basketball. I said, well, if we look at her stats and statistics and look at what she's done in her that amount of time, 3,528 points in 3 years. Mm-hmm. So I don't care if you white, black, purple, yellow, green. If you did it, you did it. Yeah. And if you deserve your flowers, just give them to you, man. So you mentioned this. You was like, boy, that Caitlin Clark a dog out there. I heard you say that. Yeah. And you don't watch women's college basketball like that.
Nah, I mean, I watch players sometimes especially if I start to hear their name bubble, and I'm always one of those type of people. If I hear your name bubble, if it's college football, basketball, whatever, I'm like, okay, I gotta see what the hype is all about. And of course, her hype kind of started last year in the tournament, and she's lived up to the billing every step of the way. And because when I look at their team, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, I don't see how in the hell they don't won 20 games because she don't got no help. You know what I'm saying? And but but it killed me. Like she literally has to shoot the ball almost every time, like they back in high school or something.
But what's crazy, man? She got a couple players on there that average maybe like 14 and 10, like 15 and 9. Like so, and they are not good players. She just make them better.
Yeah, yeah. Cause she get them the ball.
Right. So, she just make them better all around.
Yeah,
And 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 I think that and just like the thing about her and Angela Reese and like how they was going back and forth, but she was like, and Caitlyn was like, it wasn't no big deal, man. Like me and her talk trash all the time. We've been talking trash since AAU basketball.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Since every time my high school team and I would come to Baltimore, and Baltimore would come to Iowa, or we would be in Charlotte, or we'd be in Houston somewhere. We always talk the trash. So the media made a big deal out. She's like, but it wasn't really no big deal. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So,
casual fan or that's media trying to hype something up. Because the media should be ashamed of themselves. Because first of all, trash talking goes back. That's just part of the game as far as sports. I don't care what you playing. I don't care if you're playing, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're playing ping pong. That's part of just as growing up, even as kids. That's what we did. I'm on a video game playing. That's just what you play. That's what you do is talk trash. That's just kind of the nature of whatever going back and forth. And me, it never really got disrespectful. It was just one of those things, whatever that did. Maybe it was some stuff, some hand gestures, whatever. But I'm like, come on, y'all. If y'all think this is bad, y'all couldn't have been back in the 80s with Larry Bird and all these guys talking junk. Y'all couldn't have been back then. Or, you know what I mean? Some of these folks, some of the stuff that these folks say, you couldn't. Kevin Garnett, shoot, Carmelo was looking for him after the game. He talked slick, slick. He talked so slick that Carmelo and Melo will tell you about it now. They got a podcast now. He talked about how he had stepped to Kevin Garnett after the game, basically because he basically invited him to his private parts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like what that happened last year in the tournament, nothing. And as far as that goes, like I do feel like Caitlin Clark, what I've seen there, she's probably the best player I've seen in college basketball. But I will say this: that Juju Smith, what's her name? Smith?
boy, you talking about for USC Trojans, man.
I'm hearing this name.
I can't. I really don't think that Caitlyn can see Juju, man. I'm gonna tell you why. I have never seen a female who can drop 40 or more points whenever she want to. Whenever she want to.
And the way she built, Juju Smith built like a man. Like you know what I'm saying? She's stocky. She already and I'm thinking when I first seen it, I'm like, okay, what's she a junior or senior? They said she a freshman.
Yeah.
What?
Don't you know the commission of and one just invited her to go on a tour with them this summer, man?
And she pull up, and the thing about it, but I think she got better, maybe better than Caitlyn. She could pull up from anywhere. She could post you. It ain't nothing she can't found the offensive end of the court. Ain't nothing she. When I seen that, I said it remind me of Carmelo when he was in college. It remind me of Lynn Bias. It
Nah,
remind me
nah, I
about
couldn't. I'm from South Carolina, man, and Dawn Staley got a stacked team, a bad team.
yeah,
But there's no girl on that team who can see Juju Smith.
yeah. That's. I'm
Juju
waiting.
Smith there.
I'm waiting to see her in the tournament. Like every time they play in the tournament, I'm watching because I'm like when I see that, I
To
said,
me,
oh,
she the best player in college basketball. I ain't got nothing against Caitlyn. I ain't got nothing against none of the USC girls, none of the chick from North Carolina, Tar Heels that average like 27 and 12. I ain't got nothing against her. But listen, Juju, man.
yeah, yeah. She to me. I'm like, well, dang, I don't know I don't even know. I've never heard a player leave after freshman year, but she could actually go to the WNBA right. I'm
And
like,
get off.
how that work? Because I ain't never heard no player leave out their freshman year in women's basketball. But I already know she can go to the WNBA right now and dominate.
I guarantee you, after the season is over, she gonna have some agent contact her, bro. I guarantee it.
Might be the first one. She might be the first one to ever go pro after her freshman in college basketball and women's college basketball. But yeah, and the thing about me, it don't take me I don't got to see you a whole bunch of times, and especially on the college level. I can see you 1 or 2 times and know you the truth. And when I seen that, I said, "Oh yeah, she the one." I'm like, I don't know where they found her at, but she the one. You know what I'm saying?
I thought say, oh yeah, she the one. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
She should have been a better school. She would have been Connecticut. It would have been crazy.
Yeah, bro. If she was somewhere like you, like the South Carolina Gamecocks, Connecticut, Tennessee, somewhere like that, bro, it would have been crazy, man. Juju Smith, man.
Yeah. Man.
She bad. So we are going into NFL free agency.
Okay.
Coming up this month coming. Mm-hmm. So, top news I've seen.
Okay.
Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson. Diggs, the receiver for Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Brandon Cooks and CD. So, if Diggs come over to Dallas, Baltimore wants Brandon Cooks and CD Lamb. What you think?
You said Baltimore wants Brandon Cooks and CD Lamb?
So if we get Diggs from Buffalo, mm-hmm. Buffalo wants Cooks and CD Lamb.
I would say, I mean, if Baltimore get Brooks and CD Lamb, right, all I'm gonna say is that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and then Jerry trying to pay, Bosa that play for the Chargers. Jerry want to give him some money. Jerry, because he's gonna be a free agent this year, so Jerry want him in Dallas.
You want Stephon?
Huh?
You want Stephon Diggs?
He wants Stephon Diggs in Dallas, and he wants Bosa, the defensive end that play for the Chargers.
I
don't know. We got that much money.
Yeah, that's like. Hey, you.
I hear it.
Try to change it up a little bit right there.
I see you.
Yeah, I try to do different.
Right. So I just think free agency, man, it's gonna be a lot of trades that we see that we're gonna be surprised. Like we're gonna be surprised who the Commanders get, because they going after everybody.
Oh yeah. I seen how we basically trying to I ain't gonna say load up, but I think we trying to go for it a little bit. Like at least try to give ourselves the best. And it depends on who we get. Because I seen the other night, because I ain't gonna lie, I seen Xavier Howard get released. I said, "Ooh, we might have to go after him." But then I read an article, and they were saying with Xavier Howard don't fit our scheme, don't fit Dan Quinn's scheme. Dan plays more zone. Xavier Howard is more of a man to man. You know what I'm saying? Type of cornerback.
Hold back up. I just seen something come across my feed. Across my phone. Holmgren that played for the Thunder. You know who I'm talking about?
Holmgren that played for the Thunder. Oh, you talking about Chet Holmgren? Yeah.
Listen. Now, this is a highlight to me. The first player with 150 blocks, 150 rebounds, and 100 3-pointers in a single season. And the season ain't over with yet.
Yeah.
Listen, man. That means you put in work, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I really ain't looked at him, but I had no idea that he was that good. I've been hearing people talking about, oh yeah, he the truth. He the truth. So have you watched him play?
Be honest with you, other than highlights, I know I haven't watched him play personally, other than some highlights or whatever. Because to me, to be honest with you, I'm really waiting to see a lot of these players in the playoffs. I can't, because I'm kind of like you, what me when you talked about. I can't take the regular season serious. You know what I mean? I try to get into it, but you know what I mean? Like every night I get into a game or two, but you know, for the most part, you know, cause a lot. The team. This was weird to me. I'm not a Golden State fan, but I love watching.
Yeah,
I can watch. There's something about Steph Curry. I can watch him play all day long. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain players. It ain't that many players in the league I can watch like the whole game, but he's one of them. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know what I mean, or whatever. But to me, I want to see how these players react in the playoffs, because that's what it boils down to me at this point. Like you put up, because you know they don't play no defense in the regular season, but I feel like in the NBA, in the playoffs, you buckle down enough in the playoffs where they gonna actually make you feel like they care. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't never gonna be like it was in the 80s, 90s. We might well get rid of that. But I will say in the playoffs, whatever physicality that they do allow, I think it's enough to make it competitive for us to really understand what players really are.
Okay. I can do that. So I just wondered, man, because I seen that come across the time. I wanted to mention that. So we're gonna say we're gonna go back to football. So and then I've been seeing these write-ups that Russell gonna go to Pittsburgh and Fields going to Atlanta. So do you think that's a fit for both players, or what do you think?
Okay, Russell going to Pittsburgh, Fields going to Atlanta. I think you could do it. You could swap it out either way. I think it would work. Now, I do think Russell Wilson going to Pittsburgh works a little bit better because of the fact he would have Mike Tomlin, and Mike Tomlin ain't gonna play no games with him, but I think Mike Tomlin to give him enough confidence, because I think what happened is with Sean Payton never had any confidence in Russell Wilson, so it was always like after every game, he especially if they lost, he could always throw in shots at him, and then with the game plan, like he kind of made Russell Wilson look small by like having game plans where he didn't have to do but much, almost like he was a rookie or something. So I think he kind of like took away any kind of like power or anything from. I think he was kind of like coming in to show Russell Wilson like, I'm the man, you just another player like everybody else. Because if you listen to Sean Payton talk about him before the season, before he took that job, he kind of always kind of threw shots at Russell Wilson before that.
Yeah, he did.
Now, when it comes to Justin Fields, I think he could thrive either way. One, I think he would thrive with Pittsburgh because they got weapons, they got a running game, they got a defense. In Atlanta, he would be a straight superstar. He would be the closest thing that Atlanta had to Michael Vick. And I'm gonna tell you like this: when I first moved to Atlanta, this was when probably about the year after Michael Vick went to prison. And if you'd have seen how it went from the Michael Vick phenomenon to the Matt Ryan, whatever, like you could see like all the air was sucked out. Like it wasn't even the same. They still supported Atlanta and the whole thing, but it just wasn't the same. Now, if you get a Justin Fields that can almost be as electrifying when it comes to running the ball and whatever, and you talking about money, you talking about the
I can tell you now, man. That owner and them GMs, they want Justin Fields out there, bro. Cause
Hey,
he's from he's from there.
yeah,
That's where he grew up at in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
it's set up perfect for that's what it was. Deshaun Watson really should have went to Atlanta because it was set up perfect for Deshaun Watson to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the thing about Atlanta, you get them a black quarterback in Atlanta, the city gonna make money. He gonna make a boatload of money. It's gonna be crazy. And if they don't mess around, let them get the playoffs and start winning.
And they said based on the team that Atlanta and the players they already have, Justin Fields is the piece that they need. That's what they said.
It is basically. If you look at Atlanta Falcons, they got you got London the wide receiver, you got Pitts the tight end, you got that running back Bijan Robinson that's crazy in the back. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, the only thing they might need to go out and get them maybe a better tight end especially on the offensive side. Just on the offensive side of the ball, and
Kyle Pitts is in free agency coming March. I don't know if they're gonna re-sign him or what, but
probably. Well, yeah, got a tight end. I'm tripping.
Right. But he gonna want some money, bro. He gonna want some money.
They probably because you gotta think about it. They're gonna have a quarterback on a rookie deal. Because even if they got Russell Wilson, they only gotta pay whoever get Russell only gotta pay him $1 million. Feel what I'm saying? So
to win to the following season.
For the next, I think 2 seasons, because it got to pay him all that money. On the hook for all that money. Denver. So whoever pick up Russell Wilson only got to pay him the NFL minimum. They only got to pay him $1 million. That's why I thought about Washington should pick him up just as a backup. So just in case whoever they get in the draft, if they're ready, they can have Russell Wilson, you know what I'm saying, play. Or let's say the quarterback get hurt. They have Russell Wilson, you know what I'm saying, right there. The backup.
He ain't gonna back nobody up, bro. Nah, he ain't that guy.
You got another choice. Unless he go to Atlanta, Pittsburgh, where else he gonna go with on start?
Oh, I don't know, man, but I'm just saying, like, then now it's not gonna be about the money for him, cause they gotta pay him that big payday. They gotta pay him a lot of money, bro. Did you see how much money they gotta pay him, man?
They gotta pay who?
Denver gotta pay him all that money.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they paying him to play. So basically, they gonna pay $39 million next year for free. Like, so he put it like this: Russell Wilson could sit home and still get that money. He don't got to even play to get the money. So, but basically, if he want to play, wherever he go, I don't care what team it is, they only got to pay him $1 million.
I know Mike Tomlin said that he would love to have him in Pittsburgh. I heard him say that.
You get him now when you go into free agency. Now, if you got bread, you can spend that money somewhere else. So if you get Russell Wilson, then if he go to Atlanta, same thing. Atlanta gonna get Kyle Pitts back. They can go out and get some other players if they feel like they're gonna make a real run. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? To be like San Francisco in the last couple of years. You know, somebody else because you playing him like a rookie.
Yeah, but if we look at it, man, this situation in Denver is not Russell Wilson's fault. Once I look at it from a real view, and once I hear what's his name, Judy, what's his first name?
Jared Judy.
Man, he said, "Look here, man." He said, "This is not Russell's fault at all, at all." He said, "Why would you mess with the man and start with him, man, and just start arguing with him to really get him first grade when we done won 7 in a row?"
Yeah. I think Atlanta too. If Atlanta get Jared Judy over to go with them, good. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is they are one of the weakest.
Yeah.
So it ain't Atlanta was too last year with the sorry quarterback. Atlanta won.
Yeah, you're right, and it's funny you say that, man. The NFC South, I don't know, but it ain't strong.
I mean, think about it, and don't let Mike Evans leave the Tampa Bay. If Mike Evans leave the Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield ain't gonna look.
Oh, how come you ain't heard?
What?
Andy Reid said he want to pay Mike Evans.
I seen that. I seen that. And Mike Evans might want to. Mike Evans want to win another championship before he get up out of here. So if he go down there with Patrick, boy, Lord,
if he go down there with Patrick Mahomes, I just don't want to talk about football no more, bro. And no more, bro.
hey,
Like, I don't even want to talk about it, man.
He might put up record breaking numbers. Like Mike Evans might be. If he already 1,000-something yards with Baker Mayfield, he gonna play down there with Chelsea and with Andy Reid's system. Man, this joker might put up about 1,800 yards next year. Be stupid, probably get mad touchdowns.
I just think it'll be unfair, man, to the rest of the league. I just think it'll be unfair, man.
Hey,
I just think that'll be so unfair, man. Mike Evans and Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey together.
Hey, that'd be bananas. But hey, they want to paint them. And it's crazy because I know we talking about getting Snead, because I think they said they can't pay Snead, so they talking about we might be trying to get Snead as our cornerback. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, but if y'all do that, and then next year we're gonna have Diggs and Bland out there together. Whew.
Yeah. And
it's crazy. But see, the thing about, man, is Diggs coming back, so I don't need Jerry to get rid of Gilmore, man. It's enough room for Gilmore, bro.
Well, it depends on what his role gonna be. Like what role is he gonna be in next year?
Gilmore good where he can play corner or safety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So because you trying to still develop them younger guys, you know what I'm saying? Because what's y'all other corner name? Y'all got another corner that they want to kind of put like
yeah. Yeah. I know you talking. I can't think his name, but I know you talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see how come, man. And my last question to you, man, is what are y'all gonna do with y'all quarterback?
Who? With Sam Howell?
He was only 500. What he was? 200 yards away from throwing 5,000 yards, something like that.
But he threw 21 interceptions. Man, so
and he ran for his life the whole season.
Yeah, you're right, but I mean, they already talking about trading him. They talking about trying to get a third or fourth rounder for him. So I don't unless they don't like what they did on the trade, I don't see him coming back. To me personally, I would try to keep him 1 year and then kind of like make a competition between him and whoever they bring in, whether it's Drake May or Jaden Daniels. I didn't enough for Jaden Daniels last year. To me, I can't really speak on him because I didn't see enough of him or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I know y'all gonna beef the offensive lineup, and so by beefing the offensive lineup, I think you might even see a different Sam Howell. For real. Because think about it. Somebody who ain't got to run for their life versus running for their life for the whole season, and versus at least they got at least 50% protection.
Yeah,
that could be a different quarterback.
And I'm gonna say this, like Drake May, to me, watching him play, they almost seem like the same player to me almost. The only difference is Drake May might be a little quicker, a little faster, like running the ball, where like what you call it, like Sam Howell was more like a Tim Tebow type, where he like try to run you over all the time. But you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the big difference. But as far as arm strength, because they basically saying that Drake May is supposed to be the next Justin Herbert. That's what they comparing him to. I
don't see that.
I don't know. I'm a fan of Justin Herbert. I mean,
I ain't no big fan of him, but he got a cannon now. He got a cannon, and so with the new addition of the new head coach,
who got a cannon?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, but he don't got a winning mentality to me. He don't win. Don't win when it's
man. He ain't got. But we gonna see if the new coach gonna change the narrative. You know what I mean?
If he can't win with Jim Harbaugh, he ain't gonna win it all. He ain't gonna win. He ain't no winner. You can't win with Jim Harbaugh because Jim Harbaugh. Now, I don't care what people say about Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh has won everything. So you can't dispute him on that.
Right. And Kyle Shanahan need to be fired.
Yeah, what he did.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. You go to the Super Bowl 3 times, like Kyle Shanahan remind me of Coach Levy that used to coach the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he remind me of.
Yeah.
Like you went to Super Bowl with Atlanta and San Francisco twice, and you still ain't won no championship. Like,
yeah. And the thing about it is, Jacob, the losses has come directly from his lack of play calling or the mistakes he made. Even with the Atlanta game, he was offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, they stopped running the ball in the second half. Same thing with Kansas City. He stopped running the ball in the second half. So, both times on you, bro.
yeah. Well, we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, man, that's all I have for the evening, man.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, that's it, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you, everybody. Village Global Network, like, Kimmy killing it. I gotta always give them their flowers because I've never met two people that go as hard as them in this business the way they go hard
Oh yeah, man.
to create opportunities for other people. You know what I'm saying? The way they have done for us and all the other villagers, and they're always looking for that next big move, or whatever. And I've only known them going on like over a year now, and the way they go hard paint and they good people or whatever. Because in business, you don't meet a lot of good people. A lot of people are very shady, or they want something out the deal, or they looking for a come up off of you or whatever. But Kimmy and Senior G is kind of like how me and Jacob are. We always looking to try to help other people, even when we know we might burn. And
Yeah.
so that's kind of the type of people that when you get around, no matter what, you want to rock out with them, no matter what. So
Yeah.
I'd shout out to them. Shout out to Tiffany and her grinding self out there, and Independent Chicks Tea Entertainment and everybody out. Continue to support us, man. Really, really continue. I appreciate everybody really that does, because people hit me up all the time about what we do. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't even realize that we impact lives until we see a person hit us up out the blue and tell us how much they appreciate what we doing. So, you know what I mean? So definitely important. We gonna keep trying to get our content. And subscribe. I need to get it out for all our, especially our new because everybody else. Subscribe to our 910 Sports and Entertainment Network. On YouTube, and download the app. I should have put. I'm gonna have it next week. Next week, I'm gonna make the due diligence to put the link on here so people can download the app on our next episode. And matter of fact, our next 95 South or 910 Sports, I'm gonna put the link on here so we can make sure that people can download the app. Download that app or whatever.
That's right.
Got the app with all the radio stations, content creators, and ourselves. So definitely download down. If you go to our Facebook page, we definitely gonna have it there also. But anyway, y'all have a blessed and good evening. See y'all in the next go.
Peace.